Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Seven Kinds of Mischief! The Mad Doctor!
Best intro on YouTube.
Oh, dude, I love it. The Mad Doctor. The Mad One, ladies and gentlemen. The steampunk mad scientist himself. Adega. No matter how many times I do that, I can't help but be like, yeah, I want to burn fucking something down now. Oh my God. Greetings, everyone. Welcome. Oh shit, I can't help but laugh. But guys, welcome. Welcome to Seven Kinds of Mischief. I'm your host, Loki, and with me today is the Mad Doctor. Adega. Quite insane. That's right. See the robot in the basement. It will be ready soon. The engine will be ready. Oh my God.
We need to play that again for Halloween.
Yes, absolutely.
There's a new one coming out. Alan just gave me a preview, and then it hit Patreon yesterday. So yeah, the name of that one, but the story I wrote for it is called 6 Feet Under. So got a new one looking forward to.
Oh, yeah.
I pulled a little bit. I can do a steampunk Mad Doctor a lot better than I can this other one, but still there's some acting in it. We'll see how it goes.
DJ Ronnie G just figured it out. MD.
Yeah, my initials are DC, though. I'm not a fan of most MDs. But that's okay.
And greetings, everyone. I hope you guys have had a great day. It is time for Seven Kinds of Mischief. Chris Purge is like, let's burn a Doomacore and roast a War Eagle for Adega. Yes.
You guys are awesome. Absolutely awesome. Thanks for coming around. This is fun.
What's up with the becoming a sponsor?
That's just Stream Elements picking it up. It has nothing to do with YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so over the next couple of days, how this infernal contraption at YouTube works is when people have re-upped their memberships, YouTube waits to notify the channel until their next live stream. So you'll get waves of people that show up that it's like, oh, their membership just renewed because you're doing a live stream. It wants to show that off in the middle of the live stream. So, holy shit. Happy birthday.
I don't sing, but I would for you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Lady Mist. Happy birthday to you and many more. Yes. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Lady Mist. I probably sounded absolutely horrible and completely out of tune. But yeah, I can sing. I just can't sing happy birthday. I start wanting to sing it like an Italian. Happy birthday to Lady Mist. Happy birthday. And right now, someone's out there going, oh my God, cancel him because he's trying to sound like an Italian. Well, I have Italian blood, so deal with it. I got all the worst. I got Italian. They're hotheads. I've got American Indian. They're hotheads. I've got German. They're hotheads. Krauts. All the hotheads of the world, it seems like, yeah. Irish, Scottish. Thank you.
Yep. I'm half Indian and half Irish. Love to fight, but too lazy to do it.
Well, there's got to be a proper time for doing anything, don't you know, Adega? Oh, guys, welcome. Thank you guys so much for being here. Great. Now I'm imagining plucking a war eagle. Yeah. What do you got for us tonight, Adega? What do you have for all of us tonight?
It was not what I intended. I am going to have to go a little bit quicker this week. Sorry, but I wanted to revisit something because something showed up recently, and I always pronounce this wrong. I try and do English properly. One of these days, I'm going to have to look up the word and actually study it. But one of you in chat's going to know exactly what the word is. But paraglia, something like that. But basically, when you look at a cloud and you see an object,
Oh, okay.
and it's what your mind puts into your head. And we're getting images from around our solar system of various different things. Some of them may be authentic, some of them may be just products of our imagination. And this one showed up, and I haven't been able to figure it out. I do think it's probably mostly an imagination because the shape matches things. But basically, we're going back to Mars. I did Mars a year and a half ago, I think. This is all new, fresh stuff. So let's go ahead and start.
All right. I will get the images pulled up. Give me just 1 second.
Now, some of these you're going to say, yeah, that could be, maybe not. This image here on the far right is the original image. It was taken from one of the rovers. And the one in the center is a blow up. And the one on the far left is what someone's depiction plus the embellishment of the alien head in its belly. But some people are thinking that this was a fossilized animal, like a horse or something that was left on Mars. And this is left up to people's interpretation. I have seen, and I'm sure many of you have seen things, and like the face of Sidonia, but we're never going to get a clear image until the Indian probe decides to check it out, because the NASA screws up everything. But that there is what a lot of people are questioning, if there was a creature that died there, was fossilized, and the winds has exposed it. So let's go ahead and go on to the next image, because this is not a solo image. There are others that seem more credible.
The face.
Yeah. There's some say that's a skull, the perfect rounded top. This is an actual image. It's been generated into black and white and blown up, so it looks a little grainy. But that's a real rock, and it very much does look like a skull, proportion-wise, to something that a human probably could have had. All right, on to the next one, please.
All right.
Yeah. This one takes a little bit more, in my opinion, a little bit more imagination, but to me also it looks more proportional to a human skull, an Asian human skull. You can tell a lot of a person by their skeleton. And yeah, you could tell the sex, you could tell age, you can tell whatever genetic deformities they have. You can tell what ethnicity they are for the most part. And this to me is very, very similar to an Asian skull, buried up to just under the nose. But
yeah, I see it.
Yeah, who knows? Go ahead and pass on to the next one. This is, and I could have spent all day on this, looks very much like something that was engineered. This is an actual photograph on Mars. You can see the pillar. That is one thing, but you can have crystal formations that will kind of do similar things. But look to the lower left. You see a perfect square-shaped cut, and the hanging part with the shadow on the upper left. That looks like a door frame cut in half.
Holy shit, it does.
That is something, to me, is almost unmistakably manufactured. But there's pictures of this all over the place. And the hard part is, once you start getting an eye for this stuff, you can find the fakes real easy. Because for every one that looks real, and you can go to NASA or you can go to the India archives, and you can pull out their images and you'll see, okay, that's where that came from. And that's exactly what that is. Now we got more fun stuff for you, Andrew. Go ahead and pop on to the next one, if you don't mind.
All right. And hello, lovely Sherry. How are you doing tonight?
Hello. This is the Indian probe. It's in orbit taking images of Mars. These that come from India tend not to be altered like NASA does with everything they do to hide stuff. This is a very cool picture. And on it is a very strange object, natural landmass, who knows? But we're going to show it blown up. To me, I don't know, but it is very peculiar. Go ahead, the next image. In the upper, well, this is actually dead center. But you could see that white ring with the white dome in the center.
Right here?
Mm-hmm. That's about the size of New York State.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty big. I've never seen anything like it anywhere. And all of the images of various different planets and different things. That could be artificial. Could be just a very bizarre crater. Don't know. But
Cygordorf 9 says it looks like a walled city.
Almost, yeah. Yeah, that would be a very, very large city. But yeah. Because you recall, you look at the dimensions of Mars, realize that it is smaller than Earth considerably. I would say someone will know the details better than I do, but I think it's about a fifth smaller, so 4/5 the size of the Earth. But that's a pretty big area. We get some more fun stuff that came from India. Go ahead. This image, you've seen the big scars on Mars. There is. And some say they're clouds or various different things, and that looks like a cloud that's circled down there. But when you get to the closer up image, it looks, pardon me, go ahead and switch on to the next one.
Okay. All right.
Well, I know we're going to go through a little quick.
It's okay.
Like something got nuked. The dimensions.
It does. Look at that. Look at that. It looks like a mushroom cloud.
Yep. You look at the shadows of the cloud. There's a nuke stock in a low gravity orbit. No one knows, but there it is. And that is not a permanent fixture. You can look at
So that's gone.
That's gone. Yeah. You could look at previous images and this one and ones that are after. It's gone.
There's no volcanic activity on Mars because their cores.
Right. They say there isn't. But there are a lot of pictures, which I didn't bring up, that have the horizon on edge from space. And you will see giant plumes hitting the outer atmosphere. And Mars' atmosphere is very, very thin. And it's very easy to see these plumes blasting off of the surface. So maybe this could be a volcano. Don't know. But what we're being told, it being a dead planet, is dead wrong. Either way, this proves.
Yeah.
Is proof that they're lying about things. Yeah, go ahead. We've got two really fun ones here. I want you to just take a look at this image. This is a real image. You can find it on Google Mars. They're images taken from NASA. And the people at NASA failed to clean this one up adequately. Now, some of you probably spotted it right away. Some of you may not have. But you see that little thing there? We have a colored enhanced version of that in case you can't quite make it out yet. But it was made so you could see the nice little structure there on Mars. Whether this is a vacation home, a crashed UFO, or something else. But there it is. Kind of cool. But I saved the big enchilada for last.
Of course he did. All right. What is this?
When the orbiters take images, they do them in strips, and then they assemble the strips together. This is the original. You can find this on NASA. And I don't know if India has their images of it yet, but I'm sure all of you have seen what's up at the top. Go ahead and go to the next image.
You want me to blow this up real quick?
Oh, no, just go ahead and go to the next image.
Okay.
It has it blown. Sorry about the dog. There it is. Nowhere in nature do they make structures that large, perfectly square. Only intelligent creatures. Sorry about the dog. Go way up to the top. You can see the top corner. That is a massive square building. Waiting for my dog to run off to go talk to the neighbor. But there it is. That is real. There was, once upon a time, intelligent life on Mars, hard proof, and no one can tell me otherwise. That is a structure that was buried long ago. Very, very large. Bingo.
That is crazy.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing those tonight. No, the doggy is fine. Doggy is always fine. Interesting. So interesting. Thank you, brother.
You bet.
Thank you. Tonight, I'm going to be talking about a mystery. Everybody loves a good mystery, right? But what happens when a mystery never has an ending? Not one that is at least satisfying. This is an unsolved police case. Some of you may have heard of it. Some of you may not have. This is all fact. This is not fiction. And let me get the picture for this up really quick because the person we are talking about tonight is called the Zodiac Killer. Most people are usually quiet about their crimes, but Zodiac, as he dubbed himself, was anything but. From 1968 to 1969, he terrorized San Francisco with a murder spree, taunting the police with his coded letters to the local paper. He had at least 5 killings directly connected to him, although he claims to have killed 37 people. His terror began when Betty Lou Jensen, 16, and David Arthur Faraday, 17, were found lying outside of their bullet-peppered car. Jensen was found dead at the scene with 5 gunshot wounds to her back, while Faraday died of a bullet to the head en route to the hospital. Half a year later, a couple who parked their car 4 miles away from that crime scene were also gunned down, 1 injured and 1 killed. The survivor, Michael McGay, was able to give a description of the killer. He described a heavy-set white man around 5'8". It would be the Zodiac Killer himself that would give the police the remaining evidence. At 12:48 a.m. that same night, police received a strange phone call. I wish to report a double murder. If you go 1 mile east in Columbus Parkway to Public Park, you'll find the kids in a brown car. They have been shot with a 9mm Luger. I also killed those kids last year. Goodbye. A month later, newspapers received the first letter from the Zodiac Killer. He demanded them publish the letter on the front page or he'd go on a killing rampage. The letter described the murders, all written with mysterious ciphers that seemed to form a code. This was a common theme with the other letters he would send, all signed with a cross circle symbol. One such letter was decoded by a high school teacher and his wife. It read, I like killing people because it's so much fun. It is more fun than killing wild game in the forest because man is the most dangerous animal of all. To kill something gives me the most thrilling experience. It is even better than getting your rocks off with a girl. The best part of it is that when I die, I will be reborn in paradise, and then have killed will become my slaves. I will not give you my name because you will try to slow down or stop my collection of slaves for my afterlife. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing but nonsense after that. Zodiac Killer would go on killing and leaving frustrating evidence for the police. Coded letters, anonymous phone calls, the cross circle written on victims' cars, sending over blood-stained shirts, accounts from survivors, but the police could never find him. There's also a New York City Zodiac copycat. There's a Japanese Zodiac copycat. His Zodiac killer was obviously a pseudonym, as he was never identified. He operated in Northern California. He murdered 5 known victims in San Francisco Bay Area between 1968 and October 1969, operating in rural, urban, and suburban settings. He targeted young couples and a lone male cab driver. And his known attacks took place in Benicio, Vallejo, unincorporated Napa County, in the city of San Francisco. 2 of his attempted murder victims survived. Zodiac killer himself claimed to have murdered 37 victims, and he has been linked to several other cold cases, some in Southern California or outside the state. Zodiac originated the name himself in a series of taunting letters and cards that he mailed to regional newspapers, threatening killing sprees and bombings if they were not printed. Some of the letters included cryptograms or ciphers, in which the serial killer claimed that he was collecting victims as a slave for the afterlife. Of the 4 ciphers he produced, 2 remain unsolved and 1 was cracked in 2020. While many theories regarding the identity of the killer have been suggested, the only suspect authorities ever publicly named was Arthur Leigh Allen, a former elementary school teacher and convicted sex offender who died in 1992. Although Zodiac ceased written communications around 1974, the unusual nature of the case led to international interest that it has sustained throughout the years. San Francisco Police Department marked the case inactive in April of 2004, but reopened it at some point prior to March 2007. The case also remains open in the city of Vallejo, as well as in Napa County and Solano County. The California Department of Justice has maintained an open case file on the Zodiac murders since 1969.
These unsolved ones always bother me. I hate thinking that someone spent out the rest of his days uncaught. Now, maybe I'm wrong, but for some reason I thought they were able to figure out who he was.
No, they suspected he might be this apparent school teacher that wound up being a pedophile, but they proved that it wasn't him. But he died. And
maybe BJ was doing well.
They reopened the case long after this guy died. So they reopened the case in 2004 and 2007.
And there's still the one cipher that no one's broke.
Yes.
It always drives me nuts.
But that is the only confirmed picture sighting. So, Fava beans and a nice warm Chianti. Hello, Clarice. Yes.
Let's see. They should have tied down there.
Damn, lady missed.
It's her birthday. Let her have some bloodlust.
People who do evil shit. You know what? I'm not going to disagree with you. PJ.
I'm of the opinion that when people do things wrong, it should be mediated justice in a fashion that is not too severe, but enough to want to dissuade anyone else from doing that type of crime. Not necessarily an eye for an eye, but when it comes to murder, or torture, or abusing children, it has to be very, very frighteningly severe. That's my opinion.
something like those what are they, mulch machines where you put the trees in and it turns them into mulch.
Oh, yeah, wood chipper.
Wood chipper. Yeah, just a slow ride in the wood chipper.
It wouldn't take long for them to go out of shock.
Yeah, it's too quick. Guys, we're out of here tonight. We've had a wonderful night. Before I go, though, I would like to share this. Get your copy now while you can in hardback. Every story has its beginning, its heroes, and its villains. Perfection, excellence, domination. Follow the destroyers of worlds as they awaken. Discover the origins of the evolution universe. Children of the Directive. On sale now. Limited edition hardcover on Amazon and ebook on Kindle. Get your copy now, guys.
Thank you. I didn't know he was going to do that.
Get your copy now. I believe the Revolution link is in the description.
Yep, I've got 2 more.
Dave Bob said he got his today.
Oh, cool.
So next Monday, guys, if you want a hardback copy of Evolution and a hardback copy of Revolution, Monday we're doing a giveaway. Anyone that is a member of the Warriors of Asgard, a member of Loki's army, or the top tier Loki's Frost Giants has the opportunity to win both books. So we're gonna do a giveaway, and we're gonna give away both books to a lucky winner that'll get both books.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I just a heads up so you guys don't get confused, because there's a lot of stuff that I've been working on for a lot of years. If you want to start with Children of the Directive, that's fine. Otherwise, it goes Evolution, Revolution, Resolution. And you can see on Amazon, it will have the numbers of what they were. And Children of the Directive is considered a prequel, but it could be book 0 or the start. It's however you want to go about it. But no, thank you, Loki. The voiceover, he shared that with me just before he went on. Said, what do you think of this? And I'm going, that's pretty dang cool. I had no idea he was going to play it tonight. So thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you for letting me promote it. I love getting to promote your stuff. This is a great guy who is creating his own IP. I said this on Paulie's stream today when we were talking about Cobra Kai, the Karate Kid. Adega has created his own universe. He has brought us his own IP. He's not altering someone else's. He's not rewriting someone else's stuff. He has created his own universe, and it is glorious, and it is my pleasure to get to share that with people. And
only Lady Mist out there out of the group here has heard all of it. And you can, if you ever want an honest opinion, you can ask her. This is unlike anything that you've seen before, and I've gotten it from a lot of really influential people over and over again. This will, yeah, you're gonna fall in love with this. You will. I used to have this thing called, and Joe just told me the other day, Joe Malazzi, just the other day, I used to have this thing. It was imposter syndrome. You know, some of you who do YouTube stuff will think, well, how am I worthy of this? Why? I'm not that good. You know, it's an imposter syndrome, thinking that you're not as good as you really are. Loki had a touch of it early on too. But this is good. This is really, really good. And you won't be disappointed. And if you don't have the money to spend for a hardback, the soft covers or the soft paperbacks are there as well. And for the first time, I'm telling publicly, the Blood Witch, I did get it sized right. Once all the fun stuff is put together, it's going to be a very, very special hardcover coming out. So, All right. Yeah, this was supposed to be about aliens and mass murder. Jeez. Thank you, though.
Thank you, brother. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I have read Evolution. I just started Blood Witch. I've got Revolution here. I've got Children's Directive on the way. I've got all of it. So yeah, I'm just waiting for the hardback to come out because I want to give away the hardbacks for Blood Witch.
Thank you.
So I went to order those the other day, and I was like, because I had to call Adega. Is the hardback's not out yet? He's like, no, the hardback's not out. I'm like, shit. All right.
Yeah. No, if you guys have seen, each different version has something different in it. So if you get one as opposed to the other, you're going to have something unique that the other people don't have. Like the paperback is going to have something that the hardbacks don't. The hardbacks have a lot for them, but are missing just one thing that this paperback doesn't have. I want it to be something special for each person. And this Blood Witch one, this is the one that the publishing companies were fighting over. It is going to be special when it's all done. So anyway, and thank you, Lady Miss. Seriously.
All right, guys, we're out of here. We will see you tomorrow morning on our Rings of Power review. Until then,
you go from one horror show to another.
Well, hopefully we'll be able to get some laughs out of it. Hopefully with Josh and with Arwen and Dave Bob, and
you should really try and see it. I'll talk to you about it. But anyway, go ahead.
Well, hopefully with everybody, it'll be funny enough that we can get through it. But yeah, guys, take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. We'll catch you on the next 7 Kinds of Mischief. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.